You don't exist. No file, no record, no photograph anywhere. If you die tonight, Israel will not claim your body, will not tell your mother, will not even whisper your name. You are standing in a Tehran bazaar right now, surrounded by ordinary people living ordinary lives. You are not ordinary. And somewhere in this city, someone just found out who you really are. You were born in Haifa, Israel, 1981. Normal family, normal childhood, but you were always different. While other kids played outside, you watched. Which neighbor left early? Which car was new? Which man walked past twice? You couldn't explain it. It was just how your mind worked. At 18, you joined the IDF. Your commanders noticed your stillness, your ability to lie without blinking, your unnatural calm under pressure. At 22, a man in a gray suit sat across from you in a bare concrete room. "You've been studying Farsi," he said. "Nobody asked you to." You said nothing. He slid a single paper across the table. "We've been watching you for a long time," he said. That was the last day you were yourself. Your new name is Reza Tehrani, born in Isfahan. Father was a carpet merchant, engineering degree, devout Muslim, never left Iran. For 3 years they break you down completely and rebuild you as him. You pray facing Mecca 5 times daily, not as acting, as reflex. Because Savama, Iran's intelligence service, doesn't look for people who seem suspicious. They look for people who seem almost normal. Almost will get you killed. The final test is a chair, blindfolded, 36 hours straight, no sleep, loud noise, bright lights through the blindfold. Every few hours a quiet voice asks, "What is your real name?" "Reza Tehrani," you say every time. By hour 30, you genuinely can't remember your real name. Your instructor smiles. "Now you're ready," he says. You enter Iran through Turkey. Forged passport, worn suitcase. A phone loaded with 2 years of fake Iranian contacts. Tehran swallows you whole. 12 million people, diesel and rose water, martyrs on every billboard, revolutionary slogans on every wall. You rent an apartment in northern Tehran, shop at the same market weekly, argue football with neighbors, pray at the local mosque, become completely, perfectly ordinary. At night, after everyone sleeps, you open a false panel in your wardrobe. Shortwave transmitter, cipher pad. Twice weekly, you send encrypted bursts into silence, hoping someone on the other side is listening. You never know if they are. You are utterly alone in a city of 12 million people. Iran's nuclear program is accelerating. Satellites aren't enough anymore. Israel needs eyes on the ground. Your engineering cover gives you access that most spies only dream about. Facilities near Natanz, research centers outside Iraq, a military compound near Isfahan that appears on no public map but radiates enormous heat signatures from space. You photograph everything, count vehicles, note shift changes, collect soil samples from ventilation outlets. For nearly 2 years you move through Iran like a ghost. You transmit coordinates of 3 underground tunnel entrances that Israeli intelligence never knew existed. Somewhere in Tel Aviv, analysts study your transmissions without knowing your name. Then, in your 18th month, people start disappearing. A man named Davoud stops showing up to his market stall. 3 days later, Iranian television shows men in orange jumpsuits. Arrested spies. No names given. You recognize one face. You transmit immediately. Emergency protocol. Network compromised. Headquarters responds in 40 minutes. Stay in place. Over 6 weeks, 2 more assets vanish. Savama is running a full sweep. Someone talked. You change every routine, every route. Transmit less frequently. Then, one evening, you come home and something is wrong. Nothing visible, but a small thread you leave across your wardrobe door every morning is gone. Someone was inside today. You open the false panel. Transmitter still there. You check behind it. Your backup passport is missing. They know who you are. You send the emergency extraction signal anyway. The clock has started. Headquarters responds within the hour. Extraction approved. Get to Tabriz. Move alone. Trust nobody. 600 kilometers northwest. Turkish border. You pack 1 bag. Leave everything. Neighbor's wedding invitation on the table. Fictional parent's photograph on the mantelpiece. 3 years of a borrowed life. Abandoned in under 10 minutes. Bus ticket only. No flights. IRGC officers cover every airport gate. At Zanjan, 2 plainclothes men board and walk slowly down the aisle, studying every face. You look out the window. Exhausted civil engineer going home. 1 man stops at your row. You yawn. Shift. Close your eyes. 10 seconds of complete silence. He moves on. The bus reaches Tabriz at 4 p.m. Two versions of what happens next exist. Ending A, if you make it. The carpet shop near the bazaar. The right words spoken to the right old man. 3 days later, you cross into Turkey frozen inside a refrigerated truck. A woman wraps a blanket around you and speaks Hebrew. First Hebrew in 3 years. No medal, no ceremony, no acknowledgement ever. Just a small apartment and a new name. Years later, you read that Iran's nuclear program suffered mysterious intelligence setbacks. The article is deliberately vague. You fold the newspaper, make coffee. Look at the Mediterranean from your window. It looks the same as when you were a boy. You don't. Ending B, if you don't. They're waiting outside the carpet shop. 4 men. 1 second too late to turn back. 11 days of interrogation. You give them nothing real. On the 12th day, the questions stop. Months later, Iranian television broadcasts your confession. You look thin, empty, somewhere else entirely. Israel does not comment. Your mother sees it on an Arabic channel. She doesn't recognize her own son. You gave everything for a country that will never officially admit you existed.